Jakande constructed that road to Epe. That road is the beginning of a big success for Lagos.
A lot of us used to go and play on the sand field in the early days. You know, that's all we thought about the road until we saw the major highway that he constructed. At the time the road was finished, you could barely count the number of cars that were on that road. If you are lucky, you see 5 cars in 30 minutes. But that is the power of vision. Today, the same road, you can no longer drive at more than 10 kilometers per hour on it.
The most expensive piece of real estate in the continent today, lies along that road.
Our existing general hospitals these days used to be primary health care center, which later was improved on and they become general hospitals. Then you have no money, you can walk into the health care center, you get primary health care. That is Baba Kekere for you.
And this is a man who set up the Lagos television. Water corporation, a lot of things that were never there before.
Ọṣẹ o, ọ̀gá ládé lébọ̀ tí yóò dọ̀tí. Ọ̀gá ní ìyàwó tá a gbé ìyàwó tó yege. Jákàndé ṣe méje. Kò jẹ́ kí a jẹ àwa ọlọ́jà rárá.
I am an Ebuteweta, but I grew up in Ebuteweta, and it transformed Okobaba. Like it's the place we call Okobaba. The roads were deplorable before he came. When he came, it just changed. And believe me, sincerely, we knew this is actually our own government.
And that was not all he did. Oh, he performed wonders. He opened up the waterways of Lagos State.
Then you could see the ferry services, Itafaji and Baba Kekere, those are their names then. And from my two, you get excited, wanting to go to the island, away from the traffic, the bustling and hustling, you know. It's like you are in there for an hour, you are relaxed. You see a lot of side attractions. You meet people, you get relaxed, you can get drinks, get food in the ferry, you sit down. Whatever you are going to do at the island, you get refreshed. Coming back, no stress. It's like that. And you see, it's something so interesting.
You know something? Who has ever traveled out of Nigeria before? Huh? You and you and you. You know what a metro line is? We would have had one in Nigeria a long time ago, since the days of this same man, Lateef Jakande.
He was about to kickstart a metro line, which eventually the MPN-led federal government frustrated. And those are the things, we would have enjoyed.
Thank God that the metro line is coming back to Lagos now. Life will be easier for everybody.
A ní wọ́n kéré sí state wa, wọ́n kéré sí state wa, wọ́n kéré sí state wa, àwọn state tó kù wọ́n kéré sí state wa. Wọ́n kéré, wọ́n kéré, wọ́n kéré, wọ́n bíntín, wọ́n bíntín, wọ́n bíntín, wọ́n sùn mọ́, wọ́n wẹ́wẹ́. Wọ́n kéré sí state wa, wọ́n kéré sí state wa, wọ́n kéré sí state wa. Wọ́n kéré sí state wa, àwọn state yòókù wọ́n kéré sí state wa. Àwòkọ́ṣe ni tiwa ní Lagos state táwa yìí o, kò sí state tó bá wa. Níbi kágbá yìí kágbẹ̀yẹ o, wọ́n kéré sí state wa, wọ́n kéré sí state wa, wọ́n kéré sí state wa, àwọn state yòókù wọ́n kéré sí state wa. Bàbá wa ṣó ń gbọ́. Bàbá fún wa lọ́mọ rere tó bá fún wa lọ́mọ rere fún wa lówó tá ò fi ṣìkẹ́ wọn. Bàbá wa ṣó ń gbọ́, bàbá fún wa lọ́mọ rere, tó bá fún wa lọ́mọ rere fún wa lówó tá ò fi ṣìkẹ́ wọn.
Uncle, did you have children?
Oh, yes. He has children. Children, yes.
Uncle, what were his kids like?
Oh, they were like you and you and you, normal everyday children, like everybody else's children.
I can remember then, if we have to go back to school, you know, after the long holiday, everybody wants to go with a new bag, you want to go in with your new shoes, and Dad will say, you have to bring the old ones. I have to be sure that the old ones are really bad before you can buy new ones. And you know, most times the shoes might still be okay to wear to school. So we'll have to take the shoes somewhere, maybe get a blade or scissors. You have to cut so that you can show it to him and tell him, Daddy, nobody can fix this. And that is when he'll agree to buy a new one for you.
What he does is, as busy as he is, he still gives me some time, gives me some assignments, even in physics. You know, on science subjects too. He can wake me up like 3 a.m. in the morning and say, okay, where's your assignment?
I remember all those times.
And those are the times I really like, you know, enjoying my sleep. You'll be like, okay, with the cane, where's this assignment? Where is this assignment? Although at the time I got the trick was that some of the 1 + 1, it goes to the back of the book. I remember Abbott very well, physics. The answers were usually at the back. So what I did is, I did some woo-woo to the answer. Like, okay, and deliberately I miss some of them. You'll be like, okay, oh, you missed this one, go and correct this one.
You know, when we need stuff, there's a way we can get it. Like she said, if you have to, for our school fees, if we need some things in school, we all have to put it into writing and state it. And we all have files. Each person has files with his name, with the file number. So whatever, if you pay for this school fees today, all right, this is first, like when I was in the university, all right, school fees for the school, the first semester, the books that we need, we put everything in it. Then he kind of approve it. And he send it. We send this through the secretary.
There was this particular punishment he used to give to me, stool down. And we stood down. Before, what I do to him is I just fall down maybe like 2 minutes after. I'll be like, are you sober? I'm sober, sir. Get away.
He took his children out of the private schools that they were attending at that time when he became governor and put them in the public schools that he was developing for Lagos State. You know what he said? He said if these schools were good enough for Lagosians, they were good enough for his own children.
We went to private schools, which was Estate Nursery School. And normally, we were supposed to continue the private school from nursery to primary. There was a sudden change that we have to be moved to public schools.
Some of his friends asked him why. And he gave a reasonable answer. He said, he wants us to be in that school so that whatever we experience there, we can relay back to him. That would also help him to build the education ministry.
Everybody was surprised because those were the heady days when other politicians sent their children to those far and exotic places to go to school. Oh, he didn't do it. He didn't believe such things. He led by example. His children attended the same schools that the children of the woman who sold pepper at Tejosho attended. Wonderful man.
Wonderful man.
Oh, yes, wonderful man. That was not all. Those days when other politicians were going around in flashy and comfortable and large cars, he stuck to his own old jalopy